Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Champions video. I'm your host Jose Rocks, and today I have a very good video for you guys. So it's early format, it's early regulation MB, and we have a really cool Swampert and Mega Raichu team that I want to showcase for you guys. So Mega Swampert and both Raichu are two of the new Megas that were introduced in the current update, as well as Annihilape, which is also something that has been introduced into the format. And Annihilape, it did receive a nerf where Rage Fist does not keep the stack once you switch out. But even with that nerf, it's still a really good mon. Sometimes when you get all these stat boosts, you don't really want to switch it out. It's just before it had the extra bonus that if you need to switch it out, you still keep your, even though you lose your boost, you keep your Rage Fist stacks, which you can kind of use in the end game, right? But other than that, you just have to be a little bit more specific the way you want to play this team with Annihilape, but it's still really good. Swampert is offering so much damage output. And now you think, why would you want to use Swampert over Basculesian? Two reasons. One, Swampert is immune to electric type attacks, right? Basculesian can get one shot by a lot of different electric type attacks, especially with Raichu being one of the more popular new megas. People are going to be wanting to try it out right now. Swampert just kind of just sits there and walls it, right? Unless it's running something like Grass Knot, it can't really do much until you, and you're always going to one shot with high horsepower, no matter what type of bulk they're running. Because Raichu can't get bulky enough to survive the high horsepower. Coming out from Swampert's base stats with what base, I believe it's base 140 physical attack. So it's really strong, right? And it also, it has Swift Swim and keeps the damage output. So its damage output with Wave Crash in the rain with its mega attack stat is very similar to Basculesian's adaptability Wave Crash, even with Mystic Water, right? So it's Basculesian hits a little bit harder with Mystic Water. If it doesn't have Mystic Water, then Swampert hits harder, right? But Swampert gets to have the speed boost with Swift Swim, which if you drop adaptability on Basculesian and get Swift Swim, you're not doing as much damage. So Swampert can do that for you. Of course, you know, like Basculesian and Swampert, they both have their pros and cons. But for this team, we want to showcase Swampert because we already know what Basculesian can do, right? But Swampert fits really well with this team. It's built around rain. Of course, the Pelipper is going to be there to support it, to set up the rain. And with the Focus Sash, is able to take at least one major hit, which makes it so your opponent can't really easily pick up 2 KOs in one turn. They kind of have to double into the Pelipper slot or double the Swampert slot because Swampert is naturally bulky if it's not getting hit with a grass type attack, right? And Archaludon, same thing with the Pelipper. It's the perfect pivot. Swampert does not like grass type attacks, so if you think of what can eat grass type attacks and benefit from it, it's Archaludon. Archaludon gets a +1 boost on stamina from the grass type attacks, which can punish your opponents like Sinister and stuff for going for those Matcha Gachas. Now Sinister can be good into this team, but what you want to do is usually they have Sinister in the back. Even if they lead it at any point, if it comes on the field, you want to double it with Ice Punch and Hurricane, and that usually picks up the one-hit KO on even bulky Sinister, right? With the combination of those two. Ice Punch keeps it right outside of the range of the Citrus Berry, does about 35 to 40%, and then Hurricane finishes Sinister off. So that's how you can get around Sinister if it comes out to kind of, you know, do some damage or stop your Swampert from that point. Next, we have the Mousehold and Annihilape. So if you guys know, before, Mousehold, Annihilape plus Rain was a very common archetype back in like Regulation H with Archaludon. And one thing that you can go for is like you can lead. Sometimes they will have Pop Bomb, right? But since this team has Annihilape, you want to have Beat Up. You can lead Mousehold Mousehold Archaludon as well, and go for Beat Up into your Archaludon and get to +4 defense against other physical attackers. And it's really good against like slower paced teams that want to kind of like, that have physicals like sweepers on a Trick Room or something like that. And you can set up the Archaludon for success, and it's very hard for your opponents to remove. And then you have your Pelipper in the back, right? So, but also, of course, Beat Up into the classic Annihilape set is really solid. Annihilape on this team is not carrying Leftovers because Archaludon has it, and they both can boost up. Sorry about that. They both can boost up, and the Annihilape, the Citrus Berry just allows for Annihilape, which your opponents most likely want to burst Annihilape down faster. The Citrus Berry allows it so they can't easily burst it, and you can get that Citrus Berry healing back up so that you can get off a Drain Punch or a Rage Fist and KO your opponent in return. Citrus Berry was so clutch in on as an item for this Annihilape in this format, especially from the battles that I played with it. So keep in mind, if you guys are, you know, using this team, if there's things that you want to change, that you really consider keeping that citrus berry on Annihilape instead of the leftovers, because the citrus berry just allows it not to get burst down. And last but not least, we have our second mega on the team. That's going to be Raichu. This Raichu with fake out allows you to lead it next to Annihilape to go for fake out plus bulk up, which allows for a safer bulk up in cases that your opponent has it. And also it's really good into like the Archaludon. If they lead Archaludon, you go for that fake out bulk up and then you focus blast Archaludon in case they protect. And it allows them to not be able to click Electro Shot into your Annihilape turn 1, right? Which is really, really solid. Zap Cannon is really good into Charizard. Mega Raichu Y outspeeds Charizard, and you can just do massive amounts of damage to it with Zap Cannon plus paralyzing it, allowing Archaludon and Pelipper and Annihilape to outspeed it and be able to KO it easier, right? Which is really solid. The last thing we're not running Protect on is Raichu. Because Raichu can really pivot out into things like Pelipper, it can pivot out into things like Archaludon, it can pivot out into Mousehold. You have decent switches. And with Fake Out, usually Raichu is very early on led, so you're not really worried about protecting in front of things because you usually have the faster Fake Out. And Rain Dance just allows you to have manual rain in case you're going up against that Mega Charizard and it Megas in front of your Raichu and your Archaludon. You can go for Rain Dance to remove the rain immediately and then go for that Electro Shot, right? Of course, you want to make sure that you Mega your Raichu and that you're not clicking that Electro Shot into your Lightning Rod. One fun strategy that you can do though is if you want to give your Raichu a +1 a special attack boost, you can hold off on megaing it if it comes out. Like you lead Pelipper and you have Archaludon, you switch Pelipper into Raichu, you go for Electro Shot, you give your Raichu a +1 special attack boost, and then you mega your Raichu. Now +1 Zap Cannon and Focus Blast is just annihilating a lot of different things because Raichu has a very high special attack stat. So that's one interesting strategy that you can go for. And this team, it can be played a lot of different ways and it's very fun. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the stats. Of course, the Raichu is going to be max speed timid. We just want to make sure that we're as fast as possible and we're hitting as hard as possible with the speed. This Archaludon is going to be very bulky on the special defense side. Not much speed investment, so it's a very, very slow Archaludon, but it's a lot bulkier. And with the mouse holder, it allows you to play a little bit more defensive and stack up your defensive boost and be able to survive some hits and retaliate. But keep in mind that Archaludon is going to be slower than usual. Annihilape is slow as well because we want to make sure that we have the most bulk. The bulk on this Annihilape is so clutch because we went up against like Staraptor, a lot of different Pokemon that thought they can knock out Annihilape and it just survives and just KOs them in return because of how bulky it is. So it's a very bulky Annihilape and it's very fun to use. Of course, the Mousehold is going to be pretty much max bulk. There's no need for attack investment since we're running beat up. It's mostly going to just be using the attack stat of the other Pokemon that are still not fainted. And Pelipper is going to be max speed timid. This ensures that you outspeed some things that are not max speed, that are around the same speed tier, and also allows Pelipper to just kind of like move before some Archaludons that are bulky, which you'll see in the video, which is very huge for us getting a win on the team. And the Swampert is going to be max attack adamant. I wanted to make sure that we get the most out of his attack stat, and the reason that we're running 32 speed EVs on it as well is so at max speed with the rain up, we're able to outspeed Mega Aerodactyl still, which is huge that you can run adamant and still be able to outspeed Aerodactyl. And also, unless they're running Jolly with a lot of speed investment on their Swampert, which typically they don't, because they want some more bulk, you're usually going to have the faster Swampert in the mirrors as well. So that's very cool. So this is going to be it for a team breakdown. I know this was a little bit longer, but I'm very passionate about this team because I really like it. So if you guys want to give it a try, there's a replica code at the top right. So there's a Pokebase down in the description below. And let me know in a comment what you guys think about Mega Swampert in this format. And if you're going to give this team a try, and if you already have given it a try, let me know in the comment what you think about it. But that's going to be it for this, and let's get out into those battles. Alright, so for our first match, we have Electros, which does not like seeing Swampert. I mean, I guess if it's special, it gets Grass Knot. But Swampert looks incredible into this team. I think I want to just go aggro, because Whimsicott with Encore can be kind of annoying for Mousehold and Annihilape. Do I want to go Raichu for like late game rain? I kind of want to bring Raichu just for like late game rain if we get to that point. I think we leave the Mousehole Annihilape combo. Now Mousehole Annihilape, like I could just bring it in the back and drop Arch, because when one Sky goes down, it's like really strong. But also Raichu helps against the Electros. Kind of just want to go after this slot. Switch in Raichu, and next turn I can fake out Ice Punch Whimsicott. And this is just to cover in case he just goes for like a Thunderbolt, Tailwind Thunderbolt. I don't know what he's gonna do here. This is my first time playing against Electron. I know that the team that I'm building around it has like Coil, but I haven't like fully been set on it. Alright, it's just Tailwind. So I'm guessing unless he's Grass Knot, then we probably it is Thunderbolt. Alright. And that's just a one-hit KO. Nice. Alright, he does have the speed advantage though right now. Does he go at the Raichu? I think it's not necessary for Raichu. Because Wave Crash. I tell you what, I go for a Protect here and then Zap Cannon. I know we can miss it, but if we hit, it puts us in a huge like winning condition. Yeah, he protects on the Whimsicott. Like, you should really want to get rid of this slot. Okay. He's gonna go after the Raichu this turn, right? I think I double switch. Yeah. Cause he's gonna go after the Raichu this turn because he doesn't want to lose the game to me just hitting the Zap Cannon, right? And he's gonna probably encore the Swampert slot. Yep. That was a good play. I didn't expect that. Alright, this Whimsicott needs to go. Last Respects plus Last Respects plus Moonblast double up a KO Arch, right? So I want to protect here. He could go into the Pelipper too. Okay, I think he is going for that play though to get rid of Arch. And The sash is on Basket Legion. We're in a good spot though. You take out Wims. That's on Wims. That's so annoying. I want to go at the Wims. If you encores, you encores, but we take out Wims. And I think that's huge. Nah, many pins. I think I just go into. I think I just attack and take the encore. But we know Basket Legion isn't Focus Sash, so we're always threatening a one-hit KO into that slot. Alright, so he knows that I want to get Pelipper out this turn. Do I lose a game if I protect Arch and he doubles the Pelipper slot? Because he knows it's switching out. I think I don't protect this turn. I'm making a hard read, but I mean, you gotta know Pelipper switching out. Nice. Beautiful, and we take both. That's huge. He split his damage. Nice. And now at this point, we're just stalling out Tailwind. I'm gonna go for a Zap Cannon here and protect. You gotta target down the Raichu slot, right? At this point, Last Respect is one-shotting. Oh, he targeted that slot though. I mean, we could have a chance to hit and win the game right here. And we hit Zap Cannon. Let's go. Oh, he survived. What? I mean, this is not Mega Raichu right now though, so that makes sense. Not as powerful. Let's go. Okay, Raichu. Acting like it already has its ability. Yes, sir. Yo. I wanted to take a quick moment to give a shout out to today's sponsor of the video, and that's going to be W. I've been using W lately while recording and testing teams and also creating replica codes, and it's been helping me stay locked in during these long sessions. It has 150 milligrams of caffeine, but the big catch is that there's no crash and no jitters, so I'm not feeling fried halfway through recording. Honestly, it's not even just for the gaming. If you're someone that goes to the gym, you travel a lot like you're in the airports, or you're working early morning shift, this is actually a really solid drink that you can use for staying focused. If you guys want to check it out, you can use the code JoseVGC for a 10% discount, and you're going to put that in while you're purchasing it to check out. So if you guys look here, they have over 15 different flavors to choose from. They're rating a 4.8 out of 5 over 14,000 customers have also left reviews. So it's a really legit product, and they have a bunch of different flavors for you to choose from. So we can go through the flavors right now so you guys can get an idea of what they are. These are some of the main flavors. They have sour gummy bear, which is going to be a really good one. My personal favorite is the rainbow sherbet. This is retro rainbow sherbet. It's a really cool flavor. I haven't really seen this flavor on any other type of energy drinks. So one thing that makes this fun is that they have a lot of different unique flavors that you can try from. There's the cherry lime. They have the bleeding orange chainsaw man. This is a collab that they've done with Chainsaw Man. They have sweet and sour blue raspberry, a Japanese Yazoo flavor. This is one of the most popular flavors too. Japanese soda flavor. They also have a s'mores. I'm interested in trying the s'mores, so we're going to be trying that one next. They also have another partnership that they're doing with Solo Leveling. If you guys are a fan of Solo Leveling, they have one with Jinwoo on the front, and also Egress, which is one of his shadows. And lastly, they have Coach Lunar and Tiger's Blood. So there's a lot of different flavors that you can choose from. Grandpa's Denture Water. This is a funny one. They have mystery flavors, and they also have a chef's choice where they pick one based on your the name that you applied for it, where you did your order, and you can also pick one from there. So these are just a bunch of different flavors, and there's even more flavors down here that you guys can choose from. So you can go to the website. You're gonna go to www.dubby.gg. and you can pick your flavors and you can choose one. And be sure to make sure that you guys get a shaker. They have a lot of different shakers that you can choose between. They also have a couple on the second page as well. Some of them are metal. You need your shaker so that you can make sure that you're getting the best quality of your product. So if you go to the checkout, all you're gonna type in is Jose VGC, and then apply that code, and you'll get a discount, a 10% discount on your order. But thanks for supporting me. And again, this shout out goes to Dubby. Thanks for sponsoring the video. And let's get back to the content. All right. There's no way you bring Sarah Lish to this matchup. Sinister has to come here. Gardevoir is probably your mega. Look like he has 3 potential megas. I'm guessing Dragonite is not mega. Possibly bring Blastoise. If he brings Weavile and sets up Trick Room, is that bad for us? I'm gonna leave Pelipper. I'm gonna go these, and I think I want to go Mousehold in the back. Yeah, because Arch, once it gets boosted up, it's gonna be hard for him to deal with. Yeah, I think this is like fake out Trick Room. So I'm not gonna mega yet. And I'm gonna Weather Ball. Because we'll be slower than Weavile on the Trick Room. I think he goes Trick Room here. It's a lot of things that he can do here. He can fake out Hyper Voice too, which would be kind of strong. But this allows him not to get a free switch in the Sinister. What's this calm mind? Alright, at this point you gotta protect and switch in Sinister, right? So we punish the Sinister switch by Ice Punching and Hurricane and Weavile. I think you have to switch in Sinister. Oh, he didn't switch. He's protecting and letting us take the knockout. That's smart. If that's what he's doing, this is bad. Okay, if we don't knock out Weavile here, that'll be okay, right? If we just miss the knockout. Yes, that's what we want. That was smart for him to let the Weavile go down, but now this slot is in trouble. And we Hurricane you again. I mean, you have to switch out. I made the right read, but the fact that Weavile's bulky enough to survive that is huge for us. Because now he doesn't get the free switch in the Sinister. So you can just click like Rage Powder Hyper Voice. They're Sinister, but you don't take Wave Crash here unless you double switching. Yeah, you double switching, okay. This was actually the best play my opponent could make. But now we're threatening a double KO next turn. What can he do here? Because I can Ice Punch here, force him to Rage Powder. You switch in Weavile for the Sinister, sack Weavile, sack Dragonite. Get Sinister next to Gardevoir. I think I'm just threatening too much pressure, and his mons are all so low right now. It's going to be hard for him to come back from this. Yeah, I mean, and this is fine, right? Dragonite may get some damage off if it outspeeds Pelipper, depending on how much speed you have on it. Okay, that's a smart play. But Pelipper still has his Sash attack, right? I think this is the best play. Oh, but he read me protecting Swampert or playing defensive, so this just wins me the game right now. And I felt like either you give me the Wave Crash or you give me Tailwind, right? You had to give me one. And with us having a 4-2 lead, you can really play aggressive. See, the one thing you don't want to do there is when you have a huge lead like that, is play like passive and give your opponent the opportunity back into the game. Because his way back in the game was for me to protect Swampert or switch it and attack with like Pelipper like I did turn 1. But we're not going to make that same play again. Keep going. right? So I feel like I think you want to go I want to go Mouse Hold Annihilate this game. If he goes Godingo, Mouse Hold, that can be scary. I also feel like Swampert Pelipper puts on so much pressure because this is clearly a setup team. And if he leaves Grimmsnarl plus Swampert, he's probably gonna go Fake Out close combat. I think I bring Mousehold in the back. I think we drop Arch this game. I want to be aggressive against the Star Raptor. Yeah. I think there's reason to not Mega to make them think that I want to get a Hurricane off before he gets his boost up, so I want to Tailwind turn 1. Fake Out, Tailwind turn 1. He should close combat and follow me, and then next turn we can Wave Crash and Hurricane, and get a Hurricane off before he gets his special defense boost. And that way next turn we just knock him out. He's gonna bring in Sinister, right? And then we just double that slot. Alright, this way we get a knockout onto the Mousehold and a Hurricane into that slot. And if you get greedy and try to like protect Mousehold, then you just punish you, right? Because I play greedy with Mousehold sometimes too when I know they gotta knock it out and just protect it and just get like a free turn with what's next to it. But he could be Hyper Fang. If he protects and Hyper Fang, that's a good play for him. Because I didn't split my damage. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. He got greedy. And I think this probably just wins us the game right now. Oh, okay, he double protect. Okay. I was about to say, man. That was a very sketchy play. Go for the same play again. If we switch in Sinister on that slot, then it just gives you hope. So that essentially that just stalls out a turn of Tailwind, right? This should knock out. I mean, this is Rain, a Mega. Base 120 attack. That's disappointing. Alright, but he targeted that slot that time. He wanted to make sure that he got the boost off this time. wonder if Sinister has. I want to double the Sinister here. I don't know if it has Protect. And if he may try to breed Protect Staraptor and Machagacha. Yeah. He's Overbearing. That's beautiful. Oh, we still get the KO though. Oh, we got a crit. Pokegods, thank you. Can he get a double KO here? Close combat and Dragon Claw. I don't think he can. I think I'm just gonna attack here. I could have just Ice Punched the Garchomp now that I think about it. That's a big Rock Slide miss. I could have just Ice Punched the Garchomp though, now that I think about it. Ah, that thing survives with 1 HP. That's not good, actually. He's gonna Roost here. I think I should have just took out the Garchomp. Wait, why did he do that? Does he not have Roost? Come on, we need to get this beat up off. That's not good. Alright, so we try to go beat up again. Actually, we Protect here. If you Brave Bird, you knock out yourself. And we woke up. And he grounded. A funny interaction there is when you Roost, he grounded himself, so he had actually attacked himself. Alright, if he goes for Earthquake again, he's damaging himself, right? I need to knock out this Garchomp right now. I think is he gonna Roost and Dragon Claw? Oh, that's a good play. If I can survive this earthquake. Oh, he Dragon Clawed that slot. Okay, perfect. Nice. We take a little bit of rough skin. But now he has to keep roosting. Oh my god, I'm so glad he earthquake. I think we might, with the citrus berry, I think we might have survived there. It's at +1. And Mousetoad's still on the field. I think we might have survived, but now we just follow me. And you can roost, but now Rage Fist is just gonna keep stacking up. I think we played a long game. We wait for him to run out of roost. Yeah, I got 9 of these, and Roost only has, I think, 8 PP. He's used it 3 times, so he has 5. So we'll win the long game, right? Unless he throws in protects there. If he protects here, then okay. Until he protects, I'll go actually check the real counter. He's used Roost 3 times. This is the 4th. And at any point we get a crit, we just win, right? All right, that's 5. Looks like we're getting closer and closer to a knockout every time, or unless that was a high roll. All right, so he has 3 left, and I have 7 of these. He has to throw in a protect there. If I was him, I would actually be looking up Annihilape's PP. No, he finally goes for it, okay. Like, if I was him, I would have looked up how much Rage Fist has, and I would have thrown in a protect there to try to make me to stall out the Rage Fist and keep using your roost. But now we just win the game. Whew. So that's kind of how, I mean, that's not the best way to beat Staraptor, but that's kind of the idea is you put on instant offense, like immediate offense where they don't have time to set up, like easily. Like he never had a chance to like get off a charm with his mouse hold to get an attack boost. Right, and I felt like in the end game, him not being able to keep clicking close combat into Annihilape is really valuable by having the ghost type there. So I kind of like that. So I think we played that well. I think the turn, I think we would have took that earthquake. You guys can do the calc, you know, +1, essentially +1 earthquake. It's +2, but we have a bulk up boost, and Friend Guard is on the field. So I think we take that earthquake and still knock out the Garchomp, right? But Swords Dance, I did not expect that. Swords Dance next to Staraptor. So he's Rock Slide, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Swords Dance, no protect. I did not predict. There's no way I could have predicted. I saw Rock Slide first, then we saw Earthquake. So you assume he has Dragon Claw, right? There's no way you're not carrying Dragon coverage. So it's kind of hard to turn it out as kind of passive, and he got a Swords Dance and a Roost off. There's no way I really could have predicted Swords Dance there, right? But let's keep going. So we have a Staraptor plus Trick Room. He does have Fake Out. I love this team. So these are the type of teams that are my favorite type of teams that have a fast option with being his Staraptor mode and like Kangaskhan, and then you can kind of like play Primarine and King Gambit outside of Trick Room. You don't necessarily need Trick Room up, and also you can just bring Ferg out to stop Fake Out. But This also threatens Trick Room with Kangaskhan, Farigiraf, and either the Primarina and the Kingambit with the Camp Rub mode. But we have Rain, right? So he doesn't have any way to set up the Sun. I don't think Farigiraf gets Sunny Day. I kind of want to leave Mousehold 8 with Pelipper. I think Swampert is okay in the end game because Swampert is really good in the Camp Rump, and Swampert pressures Kangaskhan with big damage in the rain. It pressures Kingambit with in the rain, and also I don't have to Mega if Trick Room is up. Yeah, so this looks like Trick Room. I really wanted to put Taunt on Mousehold. I forgot to put Taunt on Mousehold instead of helping him. I think I just want to protect. Let him get his Trick Room and book up. Duh, Scrappy. Alright, but that's a stack on Raichu, but funny enough, we can't hit these two. Don't follow me and bulk up. If you switch in Camp Rump here, like if you hard switch, I can just bring in Pelipper, right? Reflect. Oh, last result, okay. Alright, I think one bulk up is all I need, because I need to start doing some damage so that it's not easy for him to get a second trip on him. And you should want to remove Mousehold to get rid of the Friend Guard. I'm guessing it's Mega Camp. If you didn't Mega Kangaskhan yet, it's probably not even Mega Kangaskhan. This should be Camp Rump, right? Primarina. Okay, at this point, he's just giving us Rage Fist stacks. He didn't activate our Citrus Berry, which is huge. I think he has to Hyper Voice here, which we take. Okay, and I mean, if it's just Moonblast, we definitely eat that on the Mousehold, and then we Rage Fish your Primarina, and then we protect on the last turn. Oh, it's Dazzle. Okay, that gives us another stack though, right? I could put Helping Hand here to knock out this. Oh, he's Life Orb. This should KO. Reflect is up, right? Annihilape, you are so bulky and so good. Nice. And that's really the biggest threat. I think I just double protect here, right? Yeah. I was hoping he didn't bring in Camp Run because he could have like just immediately swapped out Camp Run into Kangaskhan and then got Fake Out Trick Room again. Sorry about that. That's like an emergency vehicle outside. Alright, but I think at this point he's Star Raptor, right? Oh, he didn't hard switch into Star Raptor, so we get a. It's probably not a double knockout, right? But Drain Punch and Wave Crash are strong this next turn. And Reflect. I think he has one more turn to Reflect. Yeah. I need to check and make sure who's faster between these two, because I need Annihilape to be faster. Annihilape is faster, okay. So what I want to do is Wave Crash. No. It might be faster once it Megas, right? I can't remember. I want a Wave Crash to cover for a switch, but I'm just going to attack here because I can't remember if Swampert gets a speed boost. This is my first time using Mega Swampert. I didn't use it before. I think its speed stays the same, but I got to check to be 100% sure. But he didn't switch though, so it doesn't matter. See, it is faster than Annihilape. Alright, this last one's King Gambit. I think the game's over. If it's Star Raptor, it's still interesting. Because why would you go for Trick Room here? It's probably a Psychic type attack. Yeah, it's Star Raptor now. But I probably won't be able to get another attack off of this slot. I think I just attack with this. I don't want to switch in Pelipper here. I should have Drain Punched. He's final. Star Raptor can run Choice Scarf Final Gambit. It can actually do that. That's a thing. And that makes sense for a hard Trick Room team. So who's your Mega? It's Mega Camp Run. That's it. But the thing, that's so cool. I love that. Because what you can do is Final Gambit and Trick Room with Free Graph and immediately bring Camp Rump in. But he couldn't go for that. He couldn't go for that. I think we always win here because we have Sash. But he couldn't go for that because I have Rain, right? That's really cool. I think, you know, Weather bought this KOs here. He does survive the cycle though. The Sash, even if he crits, we're always good, right? And Friggrap doesn't get any priority, so that was really cool. I fully expected him to Mega. The correct play for me was to Drain Punch there, right? I could have switched to Pelipper and then Wave Crash the had I did the play that I was thinking of, just switching Pelipper and Wave Crash the what's the name? The Staraptor, that would have just been immediately game over, right? Because he would just click Psychic into the Pelipper slot and we would have got the free Wave Crash off. Even if he survived the Wave Crash somehow, he would have just fainted from the final Gambit. And it would have been even cleaner. But either way, because he clicked Final Gambit, I think we always win there because we have the Sash Pelipper in the back. Nice. Wow, we 4-0 with this team. All right, let's get into one final game. All right, so for our final game, we're going up against Sableye Rain. He has the same idea with the Mega Raichu. The thing is, he has Sinister, right? Which is huge for him. But Ice Punch plus Hurricane, unless they're Cobra Berry, always KO Sinister, right? I think Cobra Berry is a really good addition to Sinister on these teams because the best way to deal with it is like flying type damage. My opponent doesn't have much damage though, right? I'm kind of feeling like Mousehold Annihilape in the back. Yeah, I don't think I bring Raichu. I mean, he has double electric, but I don't think he wants to bring his electric, and I don't want to bring mine. I think he's Pelipper, Swampert, Sableye, and Sinister. Oh, well, he leaves Archaludon immediately. I'm just gonna go for high horsepower plus Weather Ball. See, if I had Raichu here, it'd be a perfect switch in actually. Can he safely just go for Electro Shot knowing I have Raichu? I might have should have considered bringing Raichu to stop his arch from getting like boost. Okay, that's the idea of the Raichu here. Yeah, just riddle this. Oh my god, that's still so much damage. What? That was a crit. That's a huge crit, guys. And we're faster. Does this do 30%? Let's go. Alright, so that's one obstacle out of the way. So it's not really necessary for us to bring our Raichu because Swampert's still going to probably one-shot Raichu and burn it. So the next obstacle is going to be Swampert. Right there looks to be Swampert's not here. I'm gonna get my, oh, I didn't bring Arch. I think I preserved Swampert. Getting Mousehold and Hurricane. He's not forfeiting, but that was a huge lead by us. Yeah, he probably feels like Sinister can sweep from this point. Which Machagacha can do a lot here, right? That's still a lot of damage. Oh, and we get a confusion. If he attacks himself, he's probably gonna forfeit. Alright, he does get Machop. Alright, it's not too powerful in Pelipper. He does get the burn on Mousehold. But Mousehold's damage is not that important. Alright, Sableye has Light Screen, most likely Reflect. Gotta have Rain Dance on this team, right? Because you led it with Arch. So I don't think he has Encore or Disable. So I'm going to Helping Hand Hurricane. And I don't see much. All he can do is Will-O-Wisp us. Does Helping Hand come out before Protect, right? I don't think it's Protect. He does have Disable. How do you fit that on there? You don't have Reflect? What? He has to have Rain Dance, right? Oh no, he has Will-O-Wisp. There's no need for Reflect. It's Will-O-Wisp, Light Screen, Rain Dance. Okay. I kind of just threw the game there. Alright, a bulk up plus a beat up, and then a Rage Fish should KO Sinister, and we shouldn't have to worry about anything. And he doesn't have Encore, so all he can do is disable us. I'm guessing the Sinister has Protect, right? So I can't really stop Disable. Right, there's Swampert. Oh, that was a throw. Yeah, because if we remove the freaking Sinister, I think we're good. I think I might have should protect him also because he could switch out in the Sableye. I think he should switch out in the Sableye. Oh, he didn't switch. I could have helped him hand here too. My opponent is somewhat throwing. I feel like he gave up his advantage, and he's nice. That's probably gonna be game. because now just follow me, Rage Fist, the Swampert. Yeah, he helping hand was cute, but follow me was safe because I don't know the speed tier between my Swampert and his Swampert and my Annihilape, and there's always the chance of a critical hit. But now he can't protect again, right? So he can't disable me because I can follow me and Rage Fist here. I could go for the Sableye, right? But this, he doesn't have any healing, so all damage is permanent on Swampert, and Sableye can't attack us, right? So at this point, we just really chilling. Yeah, so it is Rain Dance. So he doesn't have Reflect, he has Will-O-Wisp. Oh, I didn't go for Wave Crash. I guess he doesn't want to take the chip, because he know that all his health is permanent. Yeah, all damage to him is permanent. So nowadays, Sableye can disable my Rage Fist, right? But now I can go for Wave Crash, Drain Punch. And in order to get a KO, you probably have to click Wave Crash, which you're going to take a lot of chip from. So you should disable here, right? Because we're already burnt. Light Screen doesn't help. So the smart thing for me to click is Drain Punch, just in case he like Wave Crash or Swampert, right? In hopes that I misplay. But I think we're in a good spot right now. Oh, we just outspeed and knock out anyway. So I can't touch Sableye right now, but Swampert will be able to pick up the KO. Probably takes 2. And there we go. 5-0. This team is nasty. You guys gotta try this. Yeah, this is gonna be I'm gonna drop 5 rental codes, and this is gonna be one of them. But there is gonna be a Pokepaste in the description below for this team, as well as a replica code if you guys want to try it. But this team is so much fun. I had a blast with it, and I hope you guys give it a try. Let's get to a final review. All right, getting into a final review with this team, and this team was absolutely amazing. So this is an early format regulation MB team, and I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay with it. I had so much fun with it, and I hope that you guys give it a try. There is a replica code at the top right, as well as a Pokepaste down in the description below. And let me know in a comment what you guys think about this team. If you feel like it's something that you guys want to give a try, if it's something that you think that Swampert is one of the new best rain Pokemon. In my opinion, I think it's neck and neck with Basket Legion, because it's offering a lot of similar damage output as Basket Legion, and it also has the fun niche of being able to immediately deal with electric types that Basket Legion can't really do until like it gets a Last Respect stack. And also Basket Legion can't like immediately like just deal with Garchomp unless the rain is up or has Last Respects stacks. And Swampert can. And Swampert's a little bit faster because most Basket Legion are starting to run adaptability now, because the damage output from the adaptability Basket Legion is just too hard to pass up on to run with Swift Swim. So it kind of gives you the best of both worlds, where you hit extremely hard and you get the Swift Swim. So it's kind of neck and neck. I don't want to say Swampert is better or Basket Legion is better, but it's just your preference or what your team needs. Basket Legion is immune to Fake Out. Swampert is not, but Swampert also just has a lot of different utility. It's immune to electricity, electric type attacks, and Basket Legion is not. So it's kind of like pros and cons, give or take. But I like Swampert a lot. This is my first time using it. I didn't play in Gen 6 when it was around, or was it Gen 7? It was Gen 6, Gen 6.5 or something like that. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. But I didn't really play during that format. I didn't play till 2020. So this has been fun for me. The Mega Raichu, we didn't get to showcase the Mega too much, but it does fit on this team really well. It does help in certain matchups. I actually, when practicing with this team, I did have a couple matchups where I did use it, and actually it is really good into Archaludon. Some of the games where I led Swampert and I got that crit, it probably could have been like a Mega Raichu on lead, and you could have, threatened the Archaludon for 1 KO. with that Focus Blast. So that's just something to consider against those opposing rain teams that like to leave their arch into you, because it sit there, you can't click Electro Shot, and it also can deal a lot of damage to the Archaludon in return. That's kind of the reason why I didn't bring my own Archaludon against it. One thing that I said that you could probably change on this team, because I think this team is kind of like a perfect build. It fits itself very well. Two things that you can probably change. One, Wide Guard didn't come up too much with this team, but there may be some cases where you go against a Sun team and you need Wide Guard. But if you feel like you're not really using it, you can sub that for Protect. And also the Mouse Hold Helping Hand really helps, like if you're next to Swampert and Rain, like getting that damage output. Helping Hand Drain Punch once Annihilape is boosted. Helping Hand Zap Cannon, Helping Hand Focus Blast, Helping Hand Weather Ball, Helping Hand Electro Shot. It can help a lot of this team. But there is some applications where Taunt, it can be really good, because you can, like against the team with Kangaskhan and Fergraph, he faked out Annihilape, but I could have taunted the Mouse Hold and not had to deal with Trick Room, right? Because he could have either gave me the bulk up or he gives me the taunt. And it kind of makes your opponent have to choose. So Taunt is something that you could consider on this set. But initially when I built this team, Helping Hand was able to pick up a lot of KOs that your opponent wasn't expecting, especially like Ice Punch on certain things that is super effective into Electro Shot, getting that KO on something, Zap Cannon, just removing things with the Helping Hand boost. It has a lot of different applications. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you feel like this is a team that you want to try, like I said, there is a replica code at the top right, as well as the Pokepaste down in the description below. And let me know in the comment what you guys think about the team. And subscribe to the channel, since we're posting daily Pokemon content. And we're going to keep the videos coming. But stay tuned. More new videos soon. Deuces.